We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo District of Seattle.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go, baby.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Henry out of the pistol. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Henry again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Colin Kaepernick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A quick throw complete to Chark. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you're
taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Johnson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give to Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a deep drive. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Kaepernick. The open man is Chark. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st down, it's Henry, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now to return, this is David Johnson.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Olivier Vernon brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Kaepernick. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, Lawrence. Short throw to Dissly. Shoves him aside.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. It's caught. Beckham. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
Sharks got it left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Hey, 91, 91. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike Bull, ready? Mike Bull, Mike Bull. I got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On first down, it's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
91.
Now Kaepernick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. To throw is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball.